magnificent performance in the closeout game against the Lakers. And Richard, tonight, he's come out with a similar aggression.
Yeah, he didn't score a ton of points last game. It wasn't needed. But you could see his aggressiveness here. Came out and really set the tone in that Lakers series, and he's doing it again here early with 7 points, outscoring the Denver Nuggets, who only have 6.
Booker was fouled earlier. It looked like he was shooting a 3, but they ruled toes on the line. That's why he shot 2 free throws. 7 points for Booker. Also has 2 assists in this first quarter. An 11-6 Phoenix lead. Game 3 of this best of 7. And Bridges knocks down a triple.
And just look at the ball movement. You know, you get extra efforts on the defensive end, but once they get into Bridges' hands, he's shooting the ball well. It's just very, very difficult to stop when you have that amount of balance.
We were talking with Monty Williams before the game. He said, what do you like best about the way your team's been playing? He said, the level of force we play with on every single possession, the aggression, the mindset to bounce back. As Rivers can't finish, Gordon and Jokic keeping it alive. Jokic, another chance, can't get the whistle. Porter Jr. flies in, and it's off him. And the crowd very upset, no call, as Jokic was banging around the trees.
Then you have no time to complain. Look, Chris Paul and this Phoenix Suns team is coming right back at you.
And connecting.
You make a turnover, you make a mistake. That's the one thing about the postseason. You have to move forward. You can't be thinking about it. You can't be looking at the referees, especially when you're playing against a point guard like Chris Paul.
Well, we saw that as an issue for Denver in Game 2. A couple times they got caught complaining. Porter Jr. sticks the jumper. Monty Williams done such an outstanding job as the head coach of this Suns team in his 2nd season at the helm. Both he and general manager James Jones have turned this around so quickly with the help of the man with the basketball right now, Chris Paul.
Yeah, James Jones, my teammate in Cleveland, in Miami, made the postseason every single year of his career. Won 3 championships, 1 and 2 in Miami, 1 in Cleveland. Has done such a great job of turning around this Suns organization in a short amount of time.
Jokic can't hit the rainbow 3. Nice job by Bridges to guide the rebound over to Crowder. Here's Paul left alone. Connects on a 3. It's a 21-8 start for Phoenix.
And they come out and they are aggressive. This is the force that Monty Williams was talking about.
Porter Jr. got it to go from the corner.
And if you're a Denver Nugget fan, that is a great sight. You could see that Michael Porter Jr. was labored and he was struggling early on in the game. And so to see him come out here aggressive, that's a good sight, but their defense is going to have to settle in.
Israel talked about how important it is for Porter Jr. He shot 54% from 3 in Denver's wins these playoffs, just 23% in their losses. Ayton to the hook. DeAndre Ayton making an impact in this first quarter. He has 6 points. Jokic aggressive, the Euro step in the finish.
It's not so much that he is a point center, but it's also these Euro moves that he's able to do. A Euro step with a left-hand floater over the 7-footer. That's a difficult, difficult shot. This is a difficult shot for anybody, but look, goes by Jay Crowder, does a Euro, handles the contact, and then tosses it up off the glass. That is an MVP shot from a 7-footer that you don't see that. You don't see that from a big man. I don't know if we've ever seen that in this league before.
First center to win the MVP since Shaq back in 2000. Phoenix 23, Denver 13. 4:24 to go in this opening quarter of Game 3. Morris, he got it. And boy, does Denver need that. Monte Morris, just 2 for 17 in the series entering this game.
And they need him. He was one of the reasons why they were so successful in that Portland series.
Off the steal, Porter Jr. had it poked away by Cameron Payne. On the other end, Booker slicing and hitting.
You got no room. Michael Porter Jr. again is still worried about that official. You got to get back because the Phoenix Suns are one of the best teams in this league at turning a mistake like that into offensive points in transition.
Here's Gordon. His three. Rims off. Jokic, the offensive rebound, the putback, and the foul.
One of the things that we talk about when we talk about Jokic, it's his basketball IQ. Look, he goes and boxes out smaller players. He pushes them under, doesn't jump very high, not extremely quick, but understands player movement. And that's where he does a very, very good job of planting himself in the right spot, getting these little one-handed slap tip-ins that go in at a rate that we've never seen before.
Well, and Monty Williams' number 2 concern tonight was the offensive glass. Told us he expected Jokic, Gordon, Porter Jr. to make much more of an impact on the offensive glass. Millsap and Green off the bench as well. And so far, Denver has made an impact on the offensive glass early in this game. Crowder, and a whistle is going to go against Green before the shot. That'll be the first foul on Green. Crowd reacts to the scoreboard. Not happy with the call. Here is Payne. Nice look. Johnson kicking out to Crowder. He got it on a 3.
And Jay Crowder played with him in Dallas, had a training camp with him in Cleveland. He has been such a great pickup for this Phoenix Suns team. Just brings such a defensive presence, a veteran balance to their roster.
Aggressive take there from Jokic. Phoenix has made its last 8 shots now.
I don't know what to tell you. The Phoenix Suns, they were 4th in the league at winning margins. So when they won, they really dominated, their opponents. So to see them come out and be aggressive is not a surprise. So the Denver Nuggets, they have to shore up their defense.
Will Barton into the game for Denver. Second game back from a hamstring injury, missed 20 games with. Knows he is putting himself at risk, but wants to be out there, and they need him.
Yeah, I tell you, he told me.
He's looking over at Richard Jefferson saying, I told you, timeout Phoenix.